name is Tom Gleason, and I am an Environmental Project Manager with Travis County. It has definitely been a career progression. So out of college, I actually started on a retail management track and worked for a large retail and doing store management for about a year. And that was my first opportunity out of college. But in doing that, it was some really good experience and exposure, but I found that wasn't the field that I wanted to be in. So I actually made a transition over to the city of Austin, and I kind of took a pay cut and a job cut and went into an administrative role. So kind of like a front desk person for a city of Austin office. And, I was probably a little bit overqualified for that position, but it allowed me to network and meet people within the city of Austin to build some kind of data management and administrative organizational skills so that when a different opportunity opened up with the city of Austin with their resource recovery department, I was able to apply and secure that position. So out of college, went into management, found out that I would really rather be in the kind of environmental sustainability realm, and eventually made my way over to the city of Austin's resource recovery department. So there at Austin Resource Recovery, I started out as an entry-level planner and worked with the business community to kind of help implement waste diversion policy and initiatives. So our group would facilitate compliance with Austin's local recycling policies, attend outreach and engagement events, and provide consulting services to businesses to help them achieve their zero waste goals. So I was with the city of Austin for almost 6 years. Started out at that entry level and eventually promoted up into a senior position. And after 5.5 years, I had gained enough expertise there and was looking to continue to grow. And that's when I found this opportunity with Travis County and transitioned into my current role as environmental project manager. It changes every single day, but there are some consistent pieces. So I have a small team of 2 staff members. So every day starts with managing my team, checking in with them, and seeing how I can support and help them, accomplish the tasks of the day. Overall, my role is responsible for evaluating and looking at Travis County operations to see where we can find ways to reduce energy use, reduce water consumption, divert waste, reduce our transportation emissions, and overall just encourage a shift in Travis County culture from a culture of resource consumption, using stuff up, to one of conservation and being really mindful about this stuff that we use each day as part of our work days. So my day will consist of working with my team to try and push out education campaigns to focus on energy conservation, or to work with the county commissioner's office to develop new county policy to help us be more efficient in the way we do business. And some special projects that I have that I'm working on, just to give you kind of an example of some of the things that I do. We have an annual sustainability report that we use to track our performance in key areas of sustainability, like energy use, like fuel consumption. We developed a climate action plan, and now are in progress of implementing that plan. And that's all about, again, reducing in those areas, working with county staff to figure out where we can reduce energy consumption, water consumption, use less fuel. Really, to get started, I think it's super important to learn to work with others who have different opinions and viewpoints than your own. Not only because you need to figure out how to bring them in and to see your perspective, but also getting those diverse perspectives ultimately makes the finished product stronger, because you've already encountered the challenges, you've already answered the questions, you've already heard that negative feedback and responded to it in advance. I think it's also really important. Sustainability is a very broad field, so it's important to figure out exactly where you want to go, and just generally, project management. We were talking about this at the start of the interview. Project management could be in IT, it could be in construction, it could be in sustainability. So really kind of figuring out and honing in on what's interesting and what do you want to do. And then, there's so much information out, on the web these days where, you can see what is required to be a project manager, an environmental project manager. You can see what are the requirements to be an IT project manager. So you can then look that up and say, and see, if there's 5 years of management experience, how do you get that? If it's a college degree in environmental science, where do you go to get that? So I would say really kind of see what the driving force is, where your interest is, and how to pursue that. And then, don't be afraid to jump in and try different things. There are all sorts of internship, volunteer opportunities out there where students can get involved and try and see what it's like to work in IT, what it's like to work in sustainability, what it's like to work in retail. And each of those perspectives, there's something to learn there, and it's an opportunity to see if that's what really fuels the fire inside of you, or if it isn't, then you can cross that one off the list and try something different. But certainly, for someone looking to start in their career, I would say, try and make a list of the things that you would like to do, that you think you want to do, and jump in and try it out. Find a way to get involved and get some of that experience. With my position, when I interviewed for my current role, I asked what the opportunities for advancement were. And there's really not, there's my boss's position and then our division director, and that's about as high as I can go in this organization. And I think it's different in a lot of different organizations. So, for me, it's hard to say that there's a clear, defined path to get from, point A to point B. Certainly, the route that I took to get here, I would not say was conventional, but really, it's about getting a diverse array of experiences. Trying different things, learning different things, learning what you like, getting the right experience for the role that you want to be in, and then pulling that all together. And networking can't underscore the importance of networking and talking to people, and explaining your passion and your interest, and seeing where you can potentially fit in. But I think it starts out to get to a project manager, and really most manager positions, you got to start somewhere. You got to start at the bottom. You got to put in your time. You have to show that you're willing to work hard, to learn, to continue to produce quality work. And a lot of organizations, when you do a good job, when you show that you're capable of getting things done, they'll give you additional responsibilities, allow you to manage your own projects, allow you to manage or lead a team. And then from there, then you have that experience and you can apply for those, the next job up and the next job up. So it's really, at this time, I don't know that there's a clear pathway, but certainly there's a formula that could be followed. And I think that formula just entails, working hard, getting the right experience, continuing to educate yourself, and networking and meeting people, and just expressing your interest in where you want to be.